Time now for the morning rush. There is a high number of open job positions on top of a record number of people choosing to leave the workforce altogether. According to the Department of Workforce Solutions, there are more than 125,000 job openings right now in the state. Workforce Solutions is also looking into those on unemployment benefits to find out if they are back in the workforce or not. A suspected serial killer recently charged in a 1980s cold case is now facing new charges. Paul Apodaca was arrested earlier this year after APD says that he confessed to stabbing 21-year-old UNM student Althea Oakley to death in 1998. Now he is charged in the death of 13-year-old Stella Gonzalez that same year. Police say that Apodaca admitted to driving by and shooting Gonzalez. A New Mexico man is now facing charges after a coffee shop robbery that led to a dramatic police shooting on a New Mexico highway. Now Jacob Montoya is facing 5 charges, including a count of armed robbery and assault. Police say that the chase started after Montoya and Christian Dimas. They pulled a gun on a Starbucks clerk, which then evolved into a shooting on Highway 285. Albuquerque police are continuing the search for 2 teens accused of murdering a man. In February, 16-year-old Annabella Dukes is accused of luring a man through social media. Well, police say that 17-year-old Adrian Avila, along with Dukes and 2 other suspects, held him at gunpoint, demanding jewelry and cash and a gun. Investigators say that they drove to his home, where Avila shot and killed the man's brother, 24-year-old Elias Otero. Eric.
Well, get ready for a pretty dynamic storm. We'll see our winds increase today, still very warm off to the east, and even here too. Those showers will begin late day across the north.
A team of UNM professors is now studying how COVID spreads in the lungs and also observed how New Mexico's dry climate may impact the spread. Melanie Moses is a professor of computer science and biology at UNM. She says that the colder weather and the drier air could be making COVID easier to transmit. The team's paper on their study has been accepted for publication. New Mexico health officials are urging people to get their booster shots and to get tested this holiday season. The latest data shows high virus transmission in all New Mexico counties, with the spread of the Omicron variant fueling concerns about yet another surge. Officials are urging people to get a COVID test before attending family gatherings. While COVID-19 variants are hitting across the country, health experts now worry about the flu as well. Infectious disease experts say that flu is making a comeback. Now that's with rising numbers of cases all around the country. The CDC says that the moderate case levels are being reported in 9 states. A southern New Mexico county is now struggling with staffing after a spike in COVID cases. That's now causing controversy. Doña Ana County Sheriff Kim Stewart says that the sheriff's office is moving to a skeleton crew. This after 17 positive breakthrough cases at the department took place. Now employees are working from home on a rotating schedule. However, the county manager claims that it's his decision to make and not hers whether to send them home or not. Well, the state attorney general is now investigating why northern New Mexicans are struggling to keep warm. Recently, residents in Rio Arriba County, they have stopped receiving their propane deliveries from LP Gas out of Pagosa Springs. Well, the owner of that gas company tells us that they are dealing with a driver shortage, and he also said that one of their trucks failed inspection and cannot be used. Public-owned electricity is going to be something that is going to be discussed right now, but with lawmakers, and they say that they want regulators to study those costs and benefits. The request comes after the commission recently rejected 2 major proposals. One involved PNM and its controversial merger with Avangrid. Well, they will make that case now during a Public Regulation Commission meeting happening next month. Eric.
Well, only a 2 out of 10 for us on that Metro Threat Index this afternoon. Just some afternoon winds. Not too bad here in the metro area. Still warm temperatures, but we'll see those clouds increase ahead of this storm.
New rules for vehicles could soon be coming to the metro to try and improve the city's air quality. The proposed rules would tighten up the emission standards for cars sold in the 2026 model year and beyond, and require dealers to sell a certain percentage of low and no emission vehicles. Well, the city is taking public comments on the proposal through January 10th. Thousands of passengers are expected today at the Sunport, and that's according to officials that both tomorrow and Friday, the Sunport is looking at having about 11,000 passengers to pass through there for travel. The busiest days after Christmas are next Monday and on January 3rd, with more than 14,000 passengers each day. The Biden administration says that students needing to pay on school loans will now have more time to do so. Student loan moratorium is extended until May 1st. As before, student loan payments will remain at 0%. Those measures have been in place since early in the pandemic. However, it was set to expire at the end of January. Eric.
All right, let's go look at that morning drive. We have actually a couple accidents there by Gibson. So drive slow this morning and keep that in mind if you head out the door.
One of the biopark's elephants is now getting into the holiday spirit with some Christmas carols. Video shows choir teacher Teresa Sanderson singing the first Noel to an elephant named Albert. Well, you can see Albert then swaying back and forth to the song. He then puts a foot on a rock and poses at the end. That video has now been viewed more than 1,700 times. Stay with us. The 5 facts are coming up in 90 seconds.
Well, we're looking at our next big weather maker on the horizon here, inching ever so close to the state. We'll see those winds increase today, but also that precip beginning later tonight into tomorrow morning. And it's time for those 5 facts. At number 5, one of the biopark's elephants is getting into the holiday spirit with some Christmas carols. Video shows choir teacher Teresa Sanderson singing the first Noel to an elephant named Albert. You can see Albert then sways back and forth to the song. He then puts on his foot on a rock and poses at the end. The video has been viewed more than 1,700 times.
At number 4 this morning, a team of UNM professors is studying how COVID spreads in the lungs, and they're also looking to see if New Mexico's dry climate would impact the spread. A professor of computer science and biology at UNM says that the colder weather and the drier air could be making COVID easier to transmit. The team's paper on the study has been accepted for publication and should come out soon.
Well, it's all about this next storm. We're going to see that rain and snow increase later on today, so really want you to get ready for this, especially if you lost power or had some damage from the last storm here. We're going to see more high and powerful winds beginning tomorrow.
At number 2, there is a high number of open job positions on top of a record number of people choosing to leave the workforce altogether. That's now causing a strain for New Mexicans. According to the Department of Workforce Solutions, there are more than 125,000 job openings right now in the state. Workforce Solutions is also looking into those on unemployment benefits to find out if they are back in the workforce, still on unemployment, or in a different circumstance. And at number 1, New Mexico health officials are urging people to get their booster shots and to get tested this holiday season. During yesterday's COVID update, the latest data shows that the high virus transmission is taking place in all New Mexico counties, with the spread of the Omicron variant now fueling concerns about yet another surge. Officials are urging people to get a COVID test before attending family gatherings. The state is now trying to make that easier by distributing 20,000 at-home tests for free as part of a pilot program. The latest numbers show more than 80% of COVID cases and deaths in New Mexico are among the unvaccinated.